So you're moving to Onslow County, North Carolina. Maybe you've known for a while that you're coming to the area, or maybe you've got some of those infamous last-minute PCS orders and you have no idea what to expect. Today, I'm going to introduce you to who I am as a North Carolina licensed real estate broker and realtor, because finding someone that you know and can trust when you're moving from one state to another is super important. But before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and the like button below to make sure that you stay up to date with all things that are going on in Eastern North Carolina. Hi, I'm Jackie Jones with RE/MAX Elite Realty Group. I'm a accredited buyer's representative, a seller's representative specialist, a real estate negotiation expert, a military relocation professional, and a short sale and foreclosure resource. I have been a licensed real estate broker and a realtor for just shy of 5 years. July 1st will be my 5th year. I'm also a first-generation college student. I graduated from Lynchburg College, now known as the University of Lynchburg, in 2013 with a Bachelor's of Arts in Communications and a minor in Political Science. In high school, I was in a program called Upper Bound that I went on to work for in college that was geared towards low-income and first-generation college students. And I was also the education director of my sorority in college. So as you can imagine, education is super important to me. The most blatant way that this comes out in my real estate career is that I'm also a licensed North Carolina real estate instructor, and I co-own the Select School of Real Estate. But for my clients, the reason that I get all of these designations and that I pursued being an instructor is because the more that I learn, the better I can help my clients. Not only have I learned the basics of what it means to be a broker, a real estate broker in North Carolina, and what it means to be a realtor and have those code of ethics on top of my real estate license laws in North Carolina, I've also gone the extra step to learn about how to help buyers and how to help sellers and how those are different transactions depending on what side you're on. I've also learned real estate negotiation techniques that I can use in connection with my communications degree. And I also want to make sure that my clients understand that when they're working with me, there is nothing that is a bad question. They can always ask me a question, and I want them to feel like they have that resource with me to have an answer. I never want my clients to feel like they are unable to get an answer to a question that they have. So I want to be able to make sure that my clients understand the difference between earnest money deposit and due diligence fee. And I want to make sure that they understand how agency works in North Carolina, how it may be different from a state that they've lived in prior, and when they are representing, who is representing them in a transaction, and when that representation actually begins. The military experience is pretty unique. Not a lot of people outside of this community can understand all the intricacies of a military move and how something that should be simple can turn into a huge complex process. And even if you're not military affiliated, living in a military community is an experience. It's different than living in another city the size of Jacksonville. Not only am I a military spouse and a mom of military kids, I've sought out the military relocation professional designation or certification to make sure that I know all of the intricacies of the VA loan. I've bought a home with my husband with the VA loan, and we've also bought a home using conventional loans. So I have that experience with 2 different loan types, like personal experience with those 2 different loan types, but I've also helped so many people in different parts of their journey in life. I've helped families that were relocating from California. Just last year, I helped a family who was relocating from California. The husband was still deployed. So we were working with 3 different time zones all at once. And those experiences for me is one of the best parts of my job. I get to share part of your journey. I get to share part of your story. I love hearing about all of the memories that you've created in a house. Last year, again, I sold a house with the family that had owned it for close to 40 years. And I got to hear about all of their memories, all of the furniture that they had in their house that they had bought in special places. And I met their grown son, I met their family. I got to share in that with them, and it was a beautiful experience. And that's the best part of my job, is no matter who you are, where you come from, where you're at in life, I get to be a small part of your journey. So thank you for letting me introduce myself. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the video below. And if you're moving to or from Onslow County, North Carolina, I sincerely hope that you get the opportunity to work with an agent that is just as excited to share that experience with you. And make sure that they go over the North Carolina Working with Real Estate Agents disclosure at first substantial contact. If you want to schedule a Zoom call with me, feel free to click that Calendly link below in the description box. Thanks. Have a great day.